Come on in, please, Sidaq Singh. Please take a seat. And for the benefit of the board, please introduce yourself, starting with the meaning of your name, which sir is not aware.
Sir, my name is Sidaq Singh. Sidaq means faith.
Faith.
Yes, sir. And I am from Fagwada, district Kapurthala, Punjab. I did my schooling from St. Joseph's Convent School, and I did my graduation in BA Honours from Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. And my hobbies include participation in langar, brisk walking, and
Right, but briefly give me other type of introduction as well, which is not mentioned, facts which are not mentioned here. Your personality traits, the strengths and weaknesses.
sir, a few things which I consider my strength is ability to connect emotionally with other people. I think I'm a dedicated person. I also think that I possess integrity. And as far as weakness is concerned, sir, I have a sweet tooth, sir. So,
Oh, that's not weakness in at this age. Now tell me one thing. You are from Kapurthala.
yes, sir.
Once upon a time, the ruler of Kapurthala was very much famous, and much was written about him by somebody. Who was that person who wrote about the ruler of Kapurthala? And what was the name of the book which mentioned it?
Sir, are you referring to Maharaja Jagatjit Singh's personality who wrote book on him?
Maharaja is the name of the book.
Okay.
And who was the person who wrote it?
I'm sorry, sir, I'm not aware about this.
Diwan Jamani Das, have you heard?
No, sir. I'll read about him.
He wrote Maharaja and Maharani both. Personal lives of Maharajas and Maharanis. Anyway. Nowadays, what is Kapurthala famous for?
Sir, firstly, as far as architecture is concerned, there are some magnificent buildings here. Largely, they were constructed by Maharaja Jagatjit Singh. For example, his palace, Elsis Mosque, Shalimar Garden. And as far as other things are concerned, sir, then there is a lot of industry present in the region. For example, we have Wahid Oswal Sugar Mill.
What are the descendants of Maharaja Jagatjit Singh doing now? Anyone prominent?
Sorry, sir, can you please repeat?
His descendants.
I'm sorry, sir.
You've done BA.
Yes, sir.
BA Honours, Political Science, International Relations, Economics, History from Guru Nanak Dev University. Okay. Can you name two prominent contemporary political scientists?
Sir, Suhas Palshikar and Yogendra Yadav. Yogendra Yadav.
Okay, Yogendra Yadav, do you consider him as a political scientist?
Yes, sir. I think his insights when it comes to the Indian political system and how it has evolved, I think
There is another political thinker, Mehta. Have you heard about?
Yes, sir. Pratap Bhanu Mehta.
Pratap Bhanu Mehta.
Yes.
What is his political philosophy?
Sir, he believes in the philosophy of constitutionalism, liberalism.
And in Western philosophers?
Sir, Andrew Haywood. And besides this, when it comes to international politics, sir, then John Mearsheimer is someone whom I really listen to.
Now you're serving and supporting in Langar. That's very noble cause. Daily step challenge. That is jogging.
Yes, sir. Brisk walking.
Brisk walk. What is difference between walk, jog and run? Where does one end, other starts?
Sir, walking is a low impact activity if we compare that with jogging and
Up to how many kilometers an hour?
Sir, 5 kilometers per hour.
That is walking.
That is walking. And usually from 5 to 8 kilometer, it is called jogging. And post 8 kilometer, it is considered as running. So in walking, at every occasion, either of the 2 feet are on the ground. During jogging, for a slight period or for a slight moment, one of the feet is off the ground. And during running, there is a considerable...
Right. I'm surprised that you have not mentioned Punjab. You have not given Punjab as your preference at all.
In IAS, sir, I have kept it at first preference.
And in IPS, no. Any reason of this?
Sir, it's not like that I do not want to serve here, but I think when it comes to policing, the experience of the other states, I found that to be better as compared to Punjab.
And Manipur is the last preference in the last zone in your IPS. Why so much of antipathy towards Manipur? Or what? Because of its current problems?
No, sir, that's not actually the case. I had to give a certain priority order, so that's how I went about.
Okay. And well, have you, what's your optional political science?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, have you heard of the abbreviation BBNJ? BBNJ Treaty. I give you a hint.
I'm sorry, sir.
It was signed last year. Beyond the borders of national jurisdiction. It is to check the pollution in the high seas.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. That was all from me.
Sidaq,
Yes, sir.
what is the latest from US regarding PM's visit?
Sir, there was a press conference by President Trump and PM Modi, in which President Trump said that he has some concerns with regard to India's high tariff lines, and he will like to pursue a policy which is reciprocal in nature, suggesting that in future he might go for some sanctions against India. And other than this, he has also said that India in near future would be buying armaments from USA, and he suggested that India is willing to buy F-35.
Okay. Any other?
Sir, besides this, there were, as per the media reports, discussions on Indo-Pacific and over the issue of immigration.
What is your view about Mr. Trump's announcements regarding UNO bodies? One day he says, I am withdrawing. The other day he says that, okay, I withhold my earlier order. So, how do you view his administrative inclination?
Sir, as far as Trump administration is concerned, I think there are two characteristics. First is their quest to make America great again, or America first policy. And second is the trademark unpredictability. Like you stated, that one day they say that we are moving out, and then they say that we'll follow the previous policy. So I think, sir, the policy will remain erratic and largely would be guided by where America feels its interests lies. So if they feel that that the present liberal world order is something which is not serving USA more, or is serving China, which they call a free rider, more, then they will try to subvert the system. And if they feel that the system will work to their advantage, they will like to remain a part of it.
So, can we call it feigned madness, or is it inherent madness?
Sir, I think we can call it madness, but whether it is feigned or more, the answer would lie in the future, because I think, sir, that the liberal world order is something
Not faint, feigned.
feigned. Okay. Probably, sir, feigned madness would be a correct word, because I think at present the major concern of US is that it should not be displaced as a major power of the world, or as a hegemon. So in this regard, they are taking steps which could ensure that it remains at the top for a longer period of time.
What do you understand by de-dollarization, and what do you think India needs to do on that?
Sir, presently the dominance of US dollar when it comes to trade or the reserves of different nations, then it is the dominant currency. So de-dollarization means switching from dollar to other currencies when it comes to trade, or the currencies that nations hold as their reserves. And as far as India is concerned, sir, our RBI governor has stated that we do not have any policy with regard to de-dollarization, but we will like to mitigate our risk. So in this regard, India is promoting trade in rupee, for example, something that we did with Russia. We are also doing the same with UAE, the acceptance of UPI. So through these initiatives, sir, India will like to promote its own currency so as to mitigate its risk.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, let me take you in a totally different track. The sect or the thought or following which comes almost at the end after putting a syncretic environment such as Sikhism did. It took the best of Hindu, Muslim, Sufi, ye, wo, sab, hai na? Right from the first Guruji. But what was that year? 15th century?
Yes, sir.
15, 16, 17 तक गया, 17th, 18th तक गया, उसके बाद करो. Now that can be said to be the latest religion in the Indian subcontinent, right? उसके बाद religion तो कुछ नहीं हुआ, उसके बाद तो ये बाबा वो बाबा ये सारे इधर उधर के individual sects, but not. You would agree?
Yes, sir.
What comes in the end after removing the Kattar, or I may say, I don't want to use the word negative, but some of the creases of the old thought, Kattarpanthi Hindu and Kattarpanthi Muslim ko hata ke, then Sikhism evolved. So it should be the most acceptable religion for all of us, right? Why is there so much of rush in Punjab towards Christianity, which is a 2,000-year-old religion, 2,100 years old religion, as if people are running retrospectively into something which has been along with Islam, radical Islam and radical Christianity have been the cause of crusades, so much bloodshed, so much of, you name it and you have it. So why is it that people are rushing after leaving such a beautiful syncretic religion to something which is inherently radical, or at least it then was? Sorry, long question, but expect a short but beautiful answer.
Sir, the foundation of Sikh religion is equality and brotherhood, and it stood against the caste system. But unfortunately, sir, caste system has creeped in within Sikh religion. So the majority of the people who are converting, they are Dalit Sikhs, and they feel that the amount of respect and equality.
You said it. Now tell me about the Kaulsar Sahiba Sarovar. What is uski manyata kya hai? What is the beauty of that? Bibi Kaula ka kya? What was the character? Are you aware?
No, sir, I'm not aware about this. I'll read on this, sir.
I was very moved.
I'll surely read into that, sir.
You know Kaulsar? Kaulsar. She was a Muslim girl who was brought, and etc. I think it was Guru Arjan Dev Ji who had brought her in. And okay, there is a very interesting one. Anybody who walks into Guru Harminder Singh Sahib Ji has to go through the langar thing first, including Emperor
Jahangir.
I think I asked you this last time. Okay, now I'm flipping the question. In, for example, Makkah, is a non-Muslim allowed?
Sir, I'm not very sure about this.
You should be, you are a Sikh. You must have heard about the story when Guru Nanak Dev Ji had gone to Makkah and...
Sir, there is a Janam Sakhi in which it says that Guruji had its feet towards.
Then, so it's obvious. गए थे?
Yes, sir.
The person who, what was his name? Forget. There's a certain person, complete Hindu from beginning to end. A lady who was in the news, she went last year from India. Who? And she was welcomed and she was taken around.
I'm sorry, sir, I'm unaware about.
And a Hindu lady in sari in traditional Indian.
Traditional sari, wearing her sindoor, everything, the whole jing bang. Smriti Irani ji. You remember that news item?
I was not aware about.
Oh, really? Huge big news. Anyways, in one of the chapters, you see, I have worked in Arunachal, where in Mechuka there is a cave which was discovered, and the locals worshipped a person with a beard called Abu Nanak. Abu means father, Baba. And that place is inaccessible, I think, but for the last 5-6 years road bana hai. So then I sat with the head Granthi of Patna Sahab and I had a very long chat. So apparently Guru Nanak Dev Ji had, instead of coming down to Dhubri, you are aware of Dhubri?
Yes, sir.
वहाँ पे बहुत बड़ा गुरुद्वारा है. He had gone that way, and Mechuka say he spent maybe a few months or maybe a year, and then went back up the Brahmaputra and then came down to Dhubri. In that period of Udasiyan, okay, what was the purpose of Guru Nanak Ji when he had gone to Makkah, or he had gone to Tibet, or he had gone to elsewhere? And why is a major portion not even recorded when everything else about his life is recorded? I think 11 years of his life.
I'm not aware about the exact number, sir.
Udasiyan ka, you're aware of that,
Yes,
na?
sir.
Okay, anyway, so why is it not recorded?
Sir, the portion that you talked from Arunachal Pradesh.
Usko chodo. Apparently, every part of his life is recorded, but some parts are simply not recorded. Why? Is there a reason? If so, what?
Sir, I'm not sure that what the reason for this is, but as far as his visits to different areas, be it Makkah, or there is one that talks about him going deep south to Sri Lanka, Tibet. So I think, sir, there are multiple narrations about that. But if there are certain parts of his life which are not documented, I'm not sure, sir, what the reason for that is. I'll do that, sir.
It's a very fascinating reason what somebody gave me. Anyway, end of your interview. There's no point assessing you again. I judged you as a very, very good candidate, very promising candidate. I maintain that.
No, you are very good. You have a very good, impressive personality and good smile and confident face. That's a big asset for you. Eye contact, you keep on moving. What I mean is, whenever somebody asks question, you look at him or her, but for the major part of your answer, but have a casual glance for others as well, right? Your hand movement, if you want, keep your hands normal, relaxed, so that if you feel like, you can use them to enhance your expression. And
You're doing it minimally. बहुत कम कर रहे हो, but you please be more expressive, sir.
And articulation, whenever you have to answer a question, if you know the answer correctly, go ahead. Otherwise, if you don't know which reason should come first and which last, ask for some time. Ask the board to give you some time, 5 seconds, 7 seconds, within which in your mind you formulate your answer and then give. Right? It is not necessary to answer all the questions. It's not required. I mean, even if you don't know answer of any question, even from your face or from your state, no problem. Nobody is an encyclopedia. If you don't know, no problem. But here the problem comes when you know how you present it. That is what is tested here in interview. So just try that. When is your interview?
It's on 6th of March, sir.
6th of March. You still have quite 3 weeks, so you can work on it.
Sidaq, nothing new to add, in fact, the opinion given by chairman and honorable member is, I think, good enough advice. If you just follow it and adapt your changes required, I think you should do well. Very good potential. Okay, pleasing personality, articulate in your answers, and you were honest to ask permission for taking a guess, which is the right way. The only thing is that as you have some time, you can brush up on your DAF details and be aware of the current events. Okay? All the best.
You have something to ask?
No specific question at the moment, sir, but thank you.
Abhi 6 March hai. We can meet again. After, I'll suggest don't meet just now. Give another 7, 8, 10 days. In between, cram up the budget, cram up the fallout of Mr. Trump's visit, or follow-up kahunga, fallout nahi. And whatever else is happening in the world. We have not talked about global affairs at all. And let me have a more intensive thing with you.
And some new bills are to be put up in Parliament.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that's true. IT is this time. Chali.
Okay, all the best.
All the best.